Yo, what's going on everybody? This is RU1 and today we're going to do a what's on my modded Vita video. So really simple, we're going to be going through the content of the PS Vita and I'll be using a PlayStation 4 controller connected to it because it's just so much simpler to navigate through it. So let's go for it. How does my PS Vita first of all start up? So as you can see, I have a Henkaku modded PlayStation Vita, and I also run Enzo on it, which means it immediately launches applications. So I'll be taking you step by step through it. So first of all, I have a custom theme, Dance with the Dead. It's pretty simple theme, but it works pretty beautifully. And like I said, I'm running Henkaku. So first of all, let's head over to Auto Plugin 2 and I'll show you exactly which I actually run. So like I said, I'm going to use my PlayStation 4 controller, and as you can see, it actually works pretty brilliant with it. It's also a plugin that allows you to do this. So you head over to Vita plugins, install plugins. So the first one that I have is Adrenaline by Official Flow. This basically fixes the double touch when you actually open up Adrenaline. So for those that doesn't know, Adrenaline is a PSP emulator for the PS Vita. So I have that one. Then I also have Download Enabler, enabling me to actually download directly onto the Vita, which means videos, games, etc. That's actually a pretty cool one. Then DS4 Vita, that's what I'm using to actually connect the PlayStation 4 controller. I know there's PlayStation 3 as well if you would prefer that. And what do we have next? Let's go down the list a little bit. So we have this one, IO Plus by Dots, a PS Vita kernel plugin that allows IO operations in the user land. I got CubeRich, use this mainly to run ported games. And then I also have Lolita 444, which is basically like a plugin that allows you to make more, I would say, 3D versions of the game. So basically like overclocker. And then we got No NPDRM. This allows you to actually go and copy games from your PC perhaps that you downloaded for the Vita, and then you can install them without license. There's two versions. This one is the original licensed version, and then there's also the unofficial, which you can use. I do not prefer using it, but it works perfectly, so you can go for that. Then next up we got PSV Shell. This is used to overclock the system. So if you hold the select button plus up, it actually opens up this menu for you, and you can go ahead and actually overclock your system doing that. So you can go up to on 500 megahertz on your CPU. I would say drop it down to 41 on that one. Let me just go ahead and shuffle it. And then this one, we're going to make it 111. And this one, let's make this one 222 and that one 111. Save the profile like that. That should overclock your games, depending on which game you actually go and play then. Okay, that's one out of the way. Then we got Refood, a Vita plugin that runs programs that do not get decrypted properly. So you got quite a bit of those if you actually go ahead and download games from Megafile, etc. Then we got Repatch by Dots. This just get it. It is a patching or bypass on firmwares. It helps when you actually play a game that's not a part of your firmware or your lower firmware. You can go ahead and play it then. So Shellbat, very simple. It's an actual battery indicator at the top right hand corner of your screen. And then when we go down a little bit more, we got video debug. So this actually creates a test folder in the videos, which means you can go into your UXO. If you don't know what that is, that's basically your main system for the Vita, and go ahead and paste MP4 videos inside videos, and you're able to watch them directly on the Vita, which is pretty brilliant. Vita graphics, that's basically a overclocking system where you can go ahead and adjust the resolution and the frames per second cap of games on the Vita. Okay, so that's pretty much the plugins. Really simple. As I said, I'll take you step by step. I also got PKGJ, which allows you to download basically any Vita game, PSP game, even PlayStation 1 games. It also allows you to do themes. However, I would not suggest themes because I feel like they don't actually go ahead and stick. So when you reboot your device, you need to go and enable it again, which is pretty stupid. Rather use this one, Custom Themes Manager. Let me just open it up. So it looks like that. This one allows you to install themes on it, and once you install the themes on it, it will stick once you reboot. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's Enzo. Like I said, it automatically opens up programs. I don't have to go ahead and run Hencore in order to get the device jailbroken every time. Vita Homebrew browser is where you can get ports, games, utilities, all of it. Basically, that's Homebrew in a nutshell. MGBA. So this is pretty dope. It allows you to play Game Boy Advance. Only currently have 2 games on here, which is Let's Go Pikachu and Radical Red Hacked version 2.1. So let's just quickly open it up. As you can see, it loads brilliantly, and that's pretty much Pokemon. And if you have the PS4 controller connected, it's something totally different. Like, we've always wanted a proper Pokemon game on a PlayStation platform. Like, yeah, you get generic versions of it, but not actual Pokemon. So this is actually quite a brilliant little app. Then when we head down, okay, so storage format and YumpT installer, it's actually when you go ahead and use SD to Vita. If you just give me a second, I'll grab one. So if you're not familiar with it, this is a SD to Vita. It allows you to put a SD card inside a Vita, and that way increase the storage. Then we got Adrenaline. That is the PSP emulator that I was talking about. As you can see, I click it. You don't have to go in twice into the app in order for it to run. Just runs first time because we have that plugin all the way at the top of Auto Plugins 2. So under here, I only have a couple of games: Silent Hill, Shattered Memories, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Hero 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, and Dante's Inferno. So this Grand Theft Auto actually has a little PSP plugin as well on the Auto plugins that allows you to 2.5 the graphics, I believe. So it runs pretty brilliantly. I must say, PSP games on the Vita is ultimate. There's so many of it, and it's so easy to transfer them over. You create a PSP emu folder and you just drop the ISO straight in it. As you can see, I mean, that's a PlayStation portable game, and it's absolutely beautiful with that little plugin. So let's just get to the actual gameplay really quick for you. Sorry, I'm running out of breath a little bit. I'm not used to talking that much. But anyway, you can see it's looking absolutely beautiful, and it's just a little small PSP plugin. So that's pretty much PSP games for you in a nutshell, and it runs beautifully. I've also seen some PSP plugins where you can go ahead and update the theme, and then of course you can use the memory stick device to save videos and also watch videos via the memory stick. Okay, enough said. Now we're going to check what games is actually on this. So there's more Vita Shell. If you are on a hacked Vita, you would pretty much understand that is the root of your Vita. So this allows you to move around folders, copy folders, install VPKs, and usually it's under UXO. So as you can see, I have a SD to Vita installed, and the SD to Vita is only 64 gigs, so at least there's extra space. You can go up as high as you like. Like, I've seen some people put it in a 400 gigabyte and it still works beautifully. So it's really up to you and the money basically you have, what you have to buy an SD card. And then I do apologize for the interruption. So first of all, I got Grand Theft Auto 3, which is a port from PlayStation 2. It actually runs pretty beautifully. Like, the G patch that I was previously speaking about under the auto plugins actually allows you to emulate these games at a much better pace. And as you can see, they look absolutely beautiful reported onto the PS Vita. So this is Grand Theft Auto 3, the 10-year anniversary, and I haven't actually played a lot of it, but it feels really seamless and it looks beautiful. Then next up we have our actual Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. This one is the gold mine. This is PlayStation 3 port or Xbox 360 port, if you may, and it's actually overclocked as well because you can run I think it's called MAA4X, which means you're making better 3D models out of the games, which means the texture of the actual game it's absolutely amazing. The hands is redone, the face is redone, and it just has this all natural feel on the Vita. Whereas, say for instance, you want to sprint with a character, you're just gonna hold X instead of tapping it. When you on a BMX, for example, you just double tap X and it bunny hops. So it's a really user-friendly port. Like, it's enjoyable to play, it's seamless, the videos are in excellent quality. So yeah, in line with the new GTA Definitive Edition actually coming out, I'm pretty excited for this. Like, I mean, look at this GTA. It is absolutely brilliant. That's San Andreas, but the textures are so beautiful and the music's pretty. It's the sound is good. I honestly haven't played a version like this. I've played it on Xbox 360, I've played it on PlayStation 3, I've played it on PlayStation 2. I've even played it on PC, but nothing quite gets to this. Like a simple example, let me just head over to this garage quickly. And as you can see, a black car has these beautiful textures. It's so cool. Like, really try it out. That is GTA San Andreas version 3 if I'm correct, and it's just really something else. So I'm not going to open up all of them. Next up we got Angry Birds Trilogy. So if you're familiar with that, it's all three of them. Then we got Silent Hill Book of Memories, Call of Duty Black Ops, I think it's called Classified. Then we got, of course, the Bully, that is the anniversary edition, and this is also the 360 slash PlayStation 3 edition if I'm not mistaken. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful game. Then we got Final Fantasy X, that is actually remastered in HD. We also got Final Fantasy 12, which is also remastered, and I played a little bit of this yesterday. This game is absolutely so beautifully ported over to the Vita. It's amazing. Then we got Digimon, Hacker Cyber Sloth. We got some Amnesia Memories. We got Dragon Ball Z there, Battle of Z. Also a brilliant game. It looks so beautiful. There's Gear 4. We got Persona 5. I actually played a little bit of this one as well. It's quite strange. It's dancing. I mean, Persona 5 and dancing, but it's pretty brilliant. It looks beautiful. One of the best games, of course, on PlayStation Vita is Gravity Rush. Not only for the look, but also for the way that the movies feel and how they move. I really enjoy that. Of course, Injustice. Nobody talks about this one enough. This thing is, I mean, it's so close to the PlayStation 3 version. It's absolutely ridiculous. Such a good game. A really good game. Next up on the list, we got One Piece Blood. It is also such a beautiful game on the actual PS Vita. I still need to actually go and update that. I really enjoyed that. Then we got One Piece Pirate Warrior 3. We got Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault, which looks amazing on the PS Vita screen. Then, of course, we got the Ratchet and Clank Trilogy, number 1, 2, and 3, classics all the way. Also looks pretty brilliant on the Vita screen. And then we got Ratchet and Clank Q-Force, also a beautiful game on the Vita. Like, all of the Ratchet and Clank games just really work. Finally, we have Batman Arkham Origins. And this is another one of those games that's just really beautiful. All in all, I would say you need to go ahead and just get yourself a Vita, mod the shit out of that Vita, and go ahead, and enjoy a handheld that's made for legends. Like as you can see, I said previously, I'm running in Haku, and I'm just going to go over to my system information. As you can see, my memory capacity is 59 gig, and I'm running system software 3.65, some Mandarin or Chinese or Japanese writing there, -2. So that's pretty much my PS Vita. I also have PlayStation Mobile PSM Runtime 2.01. This allows you to go ahead and then do that port. So that's a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 3, Bully, Vice City. There's quite a bunch of them. I've seen Max Payne, and all of them run pretty brilliant. There's also a lot more of them coming. They're busy porting over games to the Vita because they realize it's such a beautiful system to actually work on. Then lastly, but surely not least, there is a new Homebrew browser. It's called the new Homebrew browser, and I would say it's not as good as the Vita Homebrew browser, but still it looks pretty decent. Like it's a little bit less user friendly. I would say everything is just listed, and it makes it kind of annoying. It's better when you can choose between games and all that. As you can see, it's just one big list of everything, but it's still pretty cool. There's some Final Fantasy 3. That's actually the 3D version of Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy 4. I know there's Final Fantasy 5 somewhere over here, and it's just also a pretty brilliant app to use. But like I said, I prefer the Vita Homebrew browser. It's not always perfect, but at least I know I'm getting a proper thing. Then lastly, like I said, once you do that plugin for the videos, you will pretty much get this test folder, and what it allows you is to access the UXO. I don't actually have any content on this memory card. I actually have it on this one, so this is actually purely just MP4. So I believe there's about maybe 40 hours of content right there. But yeah, that's pretty much my Vita in a nutshell. If you did go on to enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like. Remember to subscribe to RU1, and also turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on my future content. It's been really cool, guys. And if you have any questions on how to do anything, ask me. Perhaps I'll drop a video for you and then also mention you for that. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a brilliant day.